that'll be 2,000. So 2 million. That's all. And think of these as quarters. I mean, yeah, when you don't use them that often.
And we're back.
Let's see. We got some questions coming in.
I got a cute one from my poker mom, Nancy, who everyone loves.
She's great.
Yeah, she's a really nice lady. Let's find it. She said, sorry. She said, I would like each of you to name a player you've played with whose game you respect.
Ooh, I like that one a lot. Nancy answers, by the way.
I had a snap call when I first read it, and I just wanted to say Mike Sika. And it was his game, and it was also how he took beats and just like how he operated at the table. Nothing would bother him. He was going to have a happy, nice day no matter what happened. And
Yeah,
I
respect
really miss him. And I feel like there are not many people that can act like that every single day of their life.
Yeah, it's tough, especially in poker.
Yep.
No one's perfect, and it can be an emotional game sometimes, and he just held it all together at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Had a really awesome outlook on life, too. He is missed. Rest in peace. Someone that I respect, whose game I respect, I mean, off the top of my head, actually, one of the first names that popped into my head was Darren Elias.
Oilius.
Yeah. A lot of respect for his game and his composure at the table. And then when I thought more on the question, probably someone that I've found it most difficult to play against and most annoying to be at my table would probably be Vanessa Selbst. Every time I play with her, it is quite obnoxious. That's just my personal thing. We went deep into WPT together, and we played 3.5, 4 days together, and it was just not a fun experience to play with her at all. She's very good, in my opinion.
And everyone else's opinion.
Yeah, yeah. How about you?
Yeah. I gotta give a shout out to my boy Paul G.
I was just about to. I was actually just gonna say that.
He's just the best. Really good at doing the thing where just doing whatever he wants at the table, even if he's not afraid of looking stupid. He's not. I've seen him pull off these massive triple barrels, and people just don't call him. He's just so in tune with the game, and he's just such a genius. He really gets them good. And also, I was saying Davide Katai. He's some outrageous soul reader. Does a lot of weird, fundamentally, questionable things, but he's so good. And I really think that overall that fundamentals are. I mean, obviously if you're a top if you're a high level guy, I think they're overrated a lot of the time. Because if someone does something that works well, regardless of what it is, you got to give it credit. And results matter too. And also Tony Gregg. Tony Gregg is a boss.
Oh, he's a boss.
He's just he's playing. There's some people that you just are playing with, and they're just not really playing the game. They're not making anything tough on you. They're just kind of withering. When you're up against someone that really is putting you in awkward spots a lot, you gotta give them respect.
I would say I agree with the Darren comment too, because we were playing Parks. It was a 1K or something together. And it's not just having one good player at the table. It feels like your whole table is tough when he's there.
Yeah,
because he's
the
in
action
so
dictates
many more
around
hands.
What decision he wants to
make.
make.
When someone
it's
plays
annoying.
a lot of hands and they play all their hands perfectly, then it's not just having one tough spot because they're involved in every hand. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul G's and Darren were actually the first two names popped in my head, and then when I thought more on it, Vanessa. You just played with her recently, Jamie.
Yeah, poker night in
A
America,
cash game,
ladies'
actually.
night. I 4-bet bluffed her in a hand.
You did. I watched
That's
it.
probably the best thing I'll ever do in my life. I should quit.
Yeah.
Pre-flop
She
or
had
was
the
hand?
Jack 6-0, so it's not really that cool of
the
me.
The John 6,
yes.
What'd you have?
I had Ace Jack. I opened the cutoff. Lily Cleto flatted Ace King in the button. Natasha Barber called the Jack 7 of hearts. Vanessa 3-bet Jack 6-0. I 4-bet and everybody folded.
Nice.
But it was really weird because I was like,
Good
I'm
read.
playing a cash game, but it feels like a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, oh, she's picking a good squeeze spot. I'm gonna resqueeze. I'm like, oh my god, what if she 5-bets? Does she know I know? I was like, am I really gonna just put 5K in with Ace Jack off and be like, it's good, let's go? I probably wouldn't. I'd probably wet myself and move on.
Yeah.
But
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. That was an interesting game though.
Yeah, I
she
enjoyed
mashed. She
watching
won
that
like
a lot.
12K or something. She like crushed everyone.
Did
like
she really?
usual. Mm-hmm.
Who was she the biggest winner?
Yeah.
I thought I knew Lily Coletto was mashing for a
She
while,
was.
but
I
then
think
she
ended
lost a
up, she
bunch
broke
back.
even. Pretty sure.
Swings, swongs.
Swans.
Seeing this VPIP thing, this guy
This is
tweeted,
cool.
Robert Schneider said, love the commentary and hymns. Where do you like your VPIP and CBET percentage to be at on average? What do you guys think?
For a tournament he added after.
Okay, for attorney.
I don't use a HUD, but
Yeah, I wouldn't even
I'm
know.
relatively familiar with those numbers just from hearing everyone talk about it. Man, my roommate gave me a quiz on this the other day. I don't use a HUD. So,
Yeah,
Jamie,
same.
this is a
No,
question
I
for
don't. I'm not good at analyzing VPIP. I know Kenny's is 33-14. Like that means he's played like every hand.
you. Yeah, it's
You probably want to be somewhere
Yeah,
close
Ryan
to
Jones.
20. Especially, I mean, they were 10-handed for a good part of this, so you should have pretty low numbers.
Yeah, and obviously it's super dependent. I think I'm somewhere in the upper 20s. I don't know though. I mean, the thing is, based on the way you play, like there's a lot of people that like just open a lot, but then they don't really defend their opens in terms of four betting or whatever. So like it all depends. Like if you're opening 20%, but like you're playing those hands hard, or even less than 20%, you're playing those hands hard, good. But if you're like opening Todd and not like and just letting people through at you, like that's a fright. You know, you gotta. If you're going to be opening a lot, you got to be able to combat, people trying to shower you. So
yeah. For those playing the home game, Todd is a lot, and showers means
it's like just like a negative thing, like someone trying to.
you don't want to be showered.
Yeah, Todd comes from Todd Heap, who's an NFL player. So like Todd Heap, so it essentially means heaps. So if you have Todd in tournament, you have quite a bit.
Looks like play is about to start up here again.
And Melissa Burr asked me to marry her on the Twitter live stream, and I
So-
feel like that's probably a good plan.
Yeah, so you're going to marry a woman and I'm going to marry a man? That's
I
watching
mean,
the live
sure,
stream?
whatever. It's 2015. We do what we
Okay,
want.
fair enough. Fair enough. Someone said fours are sailboats.
Sometimes.
I don't know how Mark feels about that. Some pretty good comments and questions coming from you guys. Keep them coming. Nancy Martin, everyone's favorite poker mom, wanted us to sing Lamb of God.
I always want my mom to come play poker with Nancy because I want to set them on a play date. Because they'd get along. They're both cool. It'd be
And
fun.
just be buds and watch Judge Judy
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, Nancy's the
It's
best.
so adorable.
talking about different TV shows and stuff. We got a all in from Mike with a big one's up. Yeah, so now it's only 4 bigs that he's shoving.
Yeah. It's
Big
crazy.
one's 500,000 now, and he makes a pretty standard shove with King Jack suited.
He's just really hoping to run into nothing.
I think we watched Ace 9 suited fold.
Ryan is in the big, and he has Ryan now has 25 bigs, 1.6 call. He's getting 2-1. I don't know. What do you guys think?
What is the big blind?
He shoved under the gun. I could let 10-8-0 go.
Yeah.
Be different if it was a later position shove.
Yeah, it would be folding. I don't like people that are very into like the math and stuff. A lot of time I think it's overused because even if something is like a break-even call or like even a slightly profitable call, there's a lot better spots. Yeah. What about just like raising and taking a pot that's worth $1 million? You know, what's the math behind that?
You can't just look at the like chip EV of that exact situation if it's gonna affect your stack when you lose.
It does
If
look
it
like
takes away your reship equity after it, then it's not a good call.
and your position in the tournament and all that noise.
it does look like he did call, and he's not in the worst shape here. Headed to the flop.
Do we see what is this pre-flop percentage? Does anyone know?
I don't want to get. I would like to say he's 10-8 is 38%.
So yeah, I think it's something like that. Maybe a little less.
37 because he has a diamond. Because Mike has diamonds, rather. It's a good turn.
So he's probably getting just about like the right price to call.
Against those
Yeah.
exact two.
Yeah, and it's he's up against King Jack, which is the hand that he wants to see. So like, when I don't like it because of if Mike has like
His actual range
nines,
there.
yeah, or like whatever. Like I don't like it. But in terms of like pure math, if this was just a cash game, like I don't think I would hate his call. But I still don't even think that it's the correct math call, given like assuming it's like chip EV or whatever.
No, I don't think it is. It's probably a 3 big blind shove. You'd probably have to call.
Right. Yeah.
A little over 4. It's
I
too much.
concur.
The Illust wants to know,
Ooh,
hey,
the
Dip
Illust.
Throng, what's a Dip Throng? Hashtag
Illust.
always wonder.
And the
The Illust, she's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm a
the
fan.
Illust is awesome. The diphthong, the derivation of the term diphthong, came from when I was in college. We had this guy that lived in our dorm on our hall, and he dipped a lot, like he did the chewing tobacco
Which
dip.
is gross.
Yeah, it's so gross. Oh my God, don't ever do it. And we always called him Dip, and I started calling him Diphthong, and for no reason, like you know how these words just progress, and then Diphthong, and then my first ever account was Diphthong on Absolute Poker, and it was a picture of him, and it just stuck, kind of.
Isn't diphthong a thing?
It is an
Dip-
actual
diphthong.
thing,
No,
too.
no, no, no.
Yes.
I was
No.
like, wait, you just
No,
said you made it up.
No, I did. Diphthong is a thing. Diphthong is like TH together, like or like ST together, which is st.
I
think
think it's
diphthong is
diphthong.
a
We
thing.
might have to
All right,
We're
let's
consult.
bet.
gonna- we're
What-
gonna-
what- all right,
I'll
let's
bet
bet.
you $50 it's a thing.
Booked.
Whoa.
Diphthong's a thing. I'm about to make
See,
money
I
on
feel
this
bad
live
because I
stream.
know that it's a thing.
Can we get some
so
more
I'm not
side
gonna-
bets? Can we-
That's
Well,
why
I don't
wanna
wanna take your
50,
money.
because if I said 1,000,
Yeah.
he would know for sure I knew it was a thing.
He is
Dip-
All right,
named
I'll,
after it. They
I'll,
might both
I'll up
be
it. I'll up
things.
the bet. I'll up the bet. to
What do you
whatever
think
want.
diphthong is? Oh, you're right. Actually, I just
What?
heard it in my head. Jamie, you're gonna owe this man
I'm gonna owe him
$50.
$50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just heard it in my head.
No.
Diphthong is it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's definitely diphthong.
Nice.
That's
Yep.
brutal.
I heard it
I'm
in my
glad
head.
I didn't
Yeah.
get greedy because I was so sure of
I was
myself.
so like, all right, let's move more. Edgar was all in for. I think he was all in for 4 mil with the A7 H8. When I say H8, that's heart or CC. It would be club. He shoved 8 bigs and it got through.
Man, being wrong is the worst.
You gonna pay up now or later,
I'm
Jamie?
going to pay up later.
There's
All
certain
right, well.
people. There's certain people that I'm always wrong against, and there's certain people that I'm always right against.
Oh, man.
Should practice avoidance.
Yeah, like apologies.
Like Prahlad, please
yeah.
sing that song.
I'm not going to. If he was here, he could.
Poker is fun for
For-
everyone.
Set
Not
my opponents.
They
should
should practice avoidance.
I think we should, if we're gonna sing songs, they should be church hymns.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oliver folding the Ace 3 DD UTG.
I have a question here. Yeah, will Ryan Jones win and be the second from North Carolina to do so? As well, who is the best at the table to watch and learn from? Jamie?
So far, I actually like how Mike's been playing. And I mean, Ryan's been playing well too. Other than that, like there's been pretty standard plays, like just
Whoa.
that the hands have been dictating.
As you said that.
As I said that, I may disagree.
Yeah. No.
Well, no, he's like David's only
Were they
shown
blind versus blind?
when
Yeah.
David's turned over hands, they've been monsters. So that's a good person to raise.
Yeah.
What would you guys do there in his spot? He had.
4.4 mil.
Yeah, so he had 9 bigs, blind versus blind with 8-4 suited, up against a stack that who was in the big blind?
David, I think.
And David has some chips, I believe.
Yeah, he does.
Am I me? Am I Mike? Am I at this
You're
final table?
you're
Am I
you.
somewhere
You're
else?
gonna be you.
I pile.
I would be all in.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah, you
at
guys are
this
psycho.
specific final table.
Yeah.
I'm
At this
piling
specific
against
final
him.
table, I might be folding.
guys
Against
are
this
psycho.
specific
At this final table, I would
person-
probably fold.
Against that specific person, I'm shoving.
Like if it was like $20 MTT
He
on
doubled
mine,
with
I'm for sure
queens
piling.
and he had one other big hand, and that's
Yeah.
it.
I honestly
so
don't hate what he did. I don't hate he's raised folding. I think people put too much stock in that. Like, oh, I have this many chips, I can't raise fold. Whatever. I'm just like whatever.
he had like 12 big blinds, but no, I do kind of hate it just because if you're gonna raise fold, then it's a spot where you would have had 40% equity, and you're folding after putting a 30 of chips in. It's mathematically just bad. So that's why I would shove, just in case when you do run into something like ace 10 or whatever, like you're still gonna win sometimes. You double up.
Yeah.
Also, with regards to John Sherrod's question, I think Matt Schaff has been playing pretty well. Is seeming confident in his decisions.
Yeah,
He's made
for
some,
sure.
Definitely profitable all-in shoves.
Yeah. Overall, if I had to pick someone that I was gonna back, though, it would be the guy that started as the chip leader.
Yes, I would have
Yeah.
to concur.
Everything he's done has made sense. It was really only the one time when I would have 3-bet when he flatted
Yeah,
the ace queen. That's pretty
to
much
start
it.
off the
It's nothing
final table.
different.
Yeah, I would like to see him set the tone there.
Yep.
And Byung takes it down with king queen off under the gun.
At Vodka Pivo. At the Alex Rocha, rocking 2 different socks, bringing luck at poker table. Yeah, I think generally speaking, it's good for everything involved. Right now, currently, I have matching socks. I don't know if you guys can see, but they are
Wow,
monkeys.
that's some flavor.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's monkeys. It's a
Well-dressed
monkey.
monkeys.
Yeah, it's a monkey in a business suit, and they are matching because I would never not wear these socks matched. Maybe I should.
We got another question from Gino Ramen. Most important thing you've done off the felt to improve your game? Anyone want to take this?
Is it directed at anyone or just all of us?
No, I got a good answer for this. So I have a poker mind coach, who I talk with. He's actually like a hypnosis guy, I guess, but I don't even really consider it like a hypnosis type thing. We talk about like a lot of like the fears that would come up in certain spots, and it's helped me immensely in terms of playing the game that I want to play. His name's Elliot Rowe. He actually works with a lot of guys. He works with poker players and UFC fighters. And he's helped me tons.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that. Like I was mentioning earlier with my breathing, it's something that I want to definitely work on with regards to my live game specifically. And I'm sure you said that helps you immensely.
Yeah, for sure.
I keep hearing that a lot more and more, and it seems important.
This summer, I felt I didn't have any like really huge results, but I felt really good every day about how I was playing. And part of it was I got into a fitness prop bet with some people, and it wasn't like a drastic weight loss or like unhealthy one. It was just 5 days out of 7, you have to be at the gym and you have to show like take a picture of a treadmill, something to show that you've worked out. And I just never felt better playing tournaments. I think it's such a huge, like, there's such a huge mind-body connection that when you're in shape and you're, like, treating yourself well, that your brain's going to work way better.
I could not agree more. I recently received a juicer, and I've been juicing and working out more than I have, and you were definitely right.
Yeah, I'm currently in unhealthy mode, and I'm like, I better get on it before these WPTs and stuff.
It's look good, feel good, play good.
Silk underwear good.
Silk underwear, business.
the Rosha model.
Yeah, monkey in a business suit, socks. These are just all.
I was completely hammered out of my mind when I had my biggest score ever, when I won the million. Yeah, I like it bits and pieces, didn't remember it. So maybe if you guys want to try blackout drinking too.
I'll try anything. That sounds fun.
I have a friend that said he can't win online unless he's drunk.
Yeah, but like, there's a lot of truth to that. Honestly, I think that as you get out of your head a bit,
Yeah.
All these drugs, they're taking you out of your head a bit, and the fears aren't as loud. Edgar all in for 8 bigs. I don't really know the position.
It says it next to it. Small blind and +1.
Oh, it's +1. What do you guys think? It's not. We're still non-handed, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't fault it. I like the way that he did it confidently. It's just like these are definitely math equations that I am not prepared to give you the correct.
We could just pull up a shove chart. It's probably really close.
What was the positions?
He was under the gun 1. I mean, so it would have to be an ICM. I can tell you absolutely, it's a shove based on no ICM.
Just Nash ranges, but not with ICM. Like it's probably really close. We'd have to see everyone's exact chip counts to figure out how much risk he should be taking
I would
at the moment.
guess that it's probably not a shove, but I kind of like it. It's the type of hand that you don't mind getting in 8 bigs with King 10 suited, a little unlucky. And I actually think Edgar played well from what we've seen of him. We saw him, shoving. He didn't have much playability in his stack, but Edgar out 9th for 24-322.
Good game, Edgar.
Yeah, I really like the way he played from what I saw. So.
And a nice score.
Yeah.
If you guys are watching at home and you are a little bit bored, Garden State Super Series is starting in half an hour. There's a wide range of buy-ins. There's no limit and fixed limit games today. A lot of money at stake. And for $5 to I think $100 buy-ins tonight on Party Poker and BorgataPoker.com.
Yeah, it's a great series. I'm having a lot of fun playing the events.
It's pretty sweet. I think I have more money on side bets than there is actually in the real prize pool.
That's fun.
So it's a good sweat for me.
You're guaranteeing $1 million, Jamie.
Yes.
You have over $1 million in
yeah,
side
me and
bets.
Gags have about $2 million in prop bets.
Shout out to Gags 30.
Gags 30.
Gags is my fave.
Michael Melkerson, if you haven't already, perhaps explore the deal-making considerations at this final table.
I mean, we won't know. Like, it's all up to them. I don't know if we'll ever even get wind of, like, if they've talked about anything. I doubt they have 9-handed. Also, it's tough when you have a tournament like this where there's going to be such a huge difference between a pro poker player and an amateur player who's maybe only had, like, 5K in live cashes. So if Ryan were to get deep with someone who has, like, 5K card player cashes, I don't know how much, if he'd be willing to deal at all, because his advantage will be so big.
Yeah. Just to point out, I called this. Young, 3-betting.
Yeah, you said he was itching to do it earlier.
First 3-bet light. Pretty big sizing, 1.1 to 2.8. David, I would imagine David will fold this hand, even though it's very pretty. I think he's a bit concerned about, as he should be, ICM and pay jumps. We've seen 0 3-bets from anyone too. There's
Is this hijack small blind?
hijack. What's
Where
D?
D 3? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what D is. Is D button?
Dealer?
Oh, dealer button.
Yeah, you guys
D
knew?
for
Were
dealer
you new with
button.
this?
It's our first.
David was the hijack. Okay, yeah.
So it's hijack button.
Yeah. It's tough to say. Like, it's tough to say what you should do with the king queen suited. That's all based on reads and stuff.
Yeah. I don't fault him for folding it. I think it's the first 3-bet.
Yeah, no one has really gotten out of line at all. So
yeah, first 3-bet.
and if they're getting feedback from their friends after watching, like friends who are at home watching the stream, you would know that. Like you know that no one's really gotten out of line. You're way more likely to get a late 3-bet through.
That's a big swing pot though, right there.
Mm-hmm.
He just implied his will on the table, and now I think he's gonna be onsing a bit if I had to guess, and I like seeing that a lot. Good play.
Yeah, good play him. A lot of Catholics out there with song
They
requests.
really want these hymns, huh?
Yeah.
I like this most in. Like, what the hell?
Most in.
It's really funny.
Sharania.
He's,
Most in Sharania.
They put all in, but I feel like he's only like 98% in. Oh, man. Couple big hands.
Can the commentators start talking about poker and strategy at some point? I feel like we are a bit.
To talk about what?
Poker about poker
Poker
and
and
strategy at some point.
I feel like that's probably around 70% of what we've been talking about. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think that
But
maybe I'm sensing some sarcasm in that tweet, but you know.
Yeah, maybe we should go back to the
Tens?
Catholic hymns.
Did tens really
Just
just
'cause of
fold?
that.
I'm confused.
Wow, I didn't see
Tens just folded.
who attends.
I don't know because the graphic goes on and off very quickly. I want to replay that.
I was too busy looking at our trolls.
Yeah. Well, we were discussing not caring what other people think about us.
And then reading troll posts.
Yeah.
If I read all the troll posts, it's like all I would do.
I've already ignored 4.
Yeah.
All my good nicknames I had for you last night are no good here. All my nicknames for everybody here are no good here.
Probably would have gotten in 10s there.
Probably.
I definitely would.
definitely
Definitely getting.
I would like to see who that is though.
yeah,
so we can.
I'm sorry I missed that.
If someone could tweet at us who folded the tens, that would be very, very interactively helpful. I'm guessing it was either David or Elver, the boxer.
I think it was Elver who had tens.
Yeah, I
I'm
think so
almost
too.
positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But that's really weird because he reshipped the ace deuce with no fold equity.
Yeah.
Maybe he misinterpreted that spot and thought he had fold equity though. You never know.
Yeah, who knows?
Or maybe him putting in 90% of his stack and leaving 10%
Made him
back
a little
scared
scared.
him.
It's a little scary.
Yeah, it is.
And Ryan's going to call here, I'm pretty sure. I mean, if he's calling the same exact amount
With
of
10-8
chips
off.
with 10-8
Yes.
off versus none
Yeah.
against shove, and he has
He
a
has
A
to
king
call.
in the big.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
little bit of a narrow. I've been known to do this myself.
I would also be moving in if I was Kenny. You all agreeing? on
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
and Ryan doesn't like it.
No, I think things have been going poorly for him, and
He's just expecting
Yeah.
to lose, but
Yeah,
he needs to
it's
be calling here.
correct.
What is he getting, 2-1?
Yeah.
I don't
it-
know. I don't
this
know
is
that I don't know that I'm snapping honestly, but I think I would eventually
Was it
call.
little over
It's
4
four
bigs?
big blinds.
Yeah,
you have
it's
a
4
king.
bigs.
It's a snap. You don't have to snap. I'm not judging you, but I would be in by now.
Yeah, I think I definitely play a little bit different in terms of really trying to.
You're receiving.
Not show down quite as much.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to sound like that guy that I'm not trying. Showdowns are unavoidable, of course, at some point. But like, I don't call off that much. But I don't think that I would be folding here with Burger King.
Wow, Burger King. That ounces. Am I getting that right?
I don't like ounces as much as I liked your other ones.
Like what?
Perks.
Oh, wow.
Perks sounds as good as it
That's
is.
perks.
Yeah, it's perks.
Yeah, ounces is a no one. Might not.
Ryan folds.
Wow.
Was not expecting that.
Elver. Okay, we got Joe
Yeah.
LeBird saying
Confirmed
Elver fold.
Elver.
Then thanks,
Yeah,
Joe.
thanks, Joe.
You really ons.
They just made his day. They said that.
Kenny got pretty lucky there.
Yeah.
Should not have to show down.
Yeah.
Maybe he would have doubled, but it's
Yeah. So I think that there's maybe two small blunders by Ryan with the 10-8. I don't like calling, and then with the King-2, I would definitely be more likely to call. Even though it's easy for me to say we're being a bit results oriented, but still, I think that's true.
without seeing Kenny's hand, I'm calling too.
Agreed.
So we're looking at a Borgata commercial right now. There was something in here we're supposed to read about slots. Where is it at?
Slots are fun. Slots are good.
All slot players earn 5 times slot dollars at Borgata January 31st to February 1st.
Kessler.
And if you don't know, now you know. Yeah, Kessler. That's for Kessler if he's listening.
What's your favorite slot here, Jamie? I know you like to participate in slots.
What's the one that's fun? There's like a Willy Wonka
There's a few of them.
slot.
Willy Wonka's fun.
It's super fun. That's
Wizard of
one-
Oz is fun.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
I don't get the people who press the ones that don't make noise or do anything. I like the video game ones.
There was a King Kong one that was sick, and they got rid of
Really?
it. Yeah.
Byung shooting up with ace-8 utter under the gun +2. I'm a fan of that. The chip counts are off on the live stream. But Byung has a lot of chips. And Kenny has 3 milli with King Jack. He's got to fold.
Yep.
Kenny folds, Ryan folds. Actions on Mike.
Yeah, I like it.
Mike folds.
Good job, Kenny.
Down Todd. Ryan is now the button. Small blind Mike. big
That's so
blind
funny. I
Jake.
thought everyone knew the Todd word origin, which Chris Moon says, wow, hearing the Todd word origin story was worth tuning in for all by itself.
Appsed on some. Elver the Boxer folded 2 eggs.
Yes.
Here I am, Lord. Is it I, Lord? I have heard you calling in the night. I will go, Lord, if you lead me.
Come on, Jamie, come in on the 3-part
I'm
harmony.
all set. Trying not to get fired from the live stream.
People in my heart.
We do not prejudice against other religious songs. If you guys want to
Yeah.
hear any other religion's music,
Oh
please
my
send
God.
in requests, and we will learn them on the spot.
Dave Zeitlin asks, should Flash Gordon play the main? #value. Yes, Gordon. I think you should play your standard Jacks Plus only and make day 4 of a WPT. That's all you need to do. The structure's really good.
Confirmed.
I feel like WPTs are like Gordon tournaments. You can't miss it.
Note that we have Brian Wilson playing tight. He just folded ace-9 off. I mean, he has like 20 bigs, not an outrageous fold, but we haven't really seen him play many hands.
I think he had the lowest stats of anyone. He's played only like 2
Yeah.
hands at the final table so far.
So Ryan's opening the button. It's fine. Mikhail is taking a good spot, knowing that he's opening wide enough, and he probably does have some fold equity here
Yes.
with 6s, and he's taking it. Ryan is running bad.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yep.
Just like in this is like a thing where people say like, oh, I'm running so bad, like I lost ace king to king jack, but like this is running running bad
when
just
all the
as much.
equities on the line, you're running like this is some really serious run bad. just
Yeah.
be put into tough situations over and over, and he's
Yeah.
mostly made the right decisions and mostly given away most of his chips.
Yeah, but this is like the real subtleties that is the naked eye can miss easily.
I would be folding here with King 8 off
sure.
rather quickly. I don't know if maybe he's tanking to posture, so
Probably. I
people
would be
don't shove
posturing.
on him.
Steal
I-
later. I
Yeah.
agree.
Who's the big blind in this hand? Let's see. So it's
David, right? Is the big blind? I can't see, but I'm pretty sure he was in the 1 seat.
This is an
yeah.
order.
So David.
Ryan folds and Mike wins the pot.
Mike's really done a good job of leveraging his stacks in the stack in the right spots.
Yeah, nice
Yeah.
hand, Mike.
Unlucky for Ryan to have him on his left because he's been the one that's shown a bit of aggression.
Small blind, elevator is big blind. Young will be first to act.
Just want to go give Ryan a hug.
Yeah, right.
He looks like he really needs a hug.
Yeah, and a lot of times, like when the funnel table is going like this, like you're thinking in your head, like I'm punting, I'm doing so
You
bad.
feel like you're doing
whatever.
something wrong
yeah,
when
and
like
then you like
it's just happening to you. There's nothing you
Yeah.
can do except for like minimize the spots like that where you're just like, okay, he's doing what he can in the future to like get some folds by just like Hollywooding a tiny bit.
People like their singing. Positive feedback.
That's great.
Matt folds. Brian folds. Actions on Kenny.
Kenny with the Jack
Kenny.
10 suited, and how many
He's
chips
got
does he
it.
He's
have these
hijacked.
days?
6 bigs. He's got to get it in there.
Yeah, I would be shoving here. And excited about it, too.
You just
Jack 10
really
of
never
clubs.
know. He folds. No, I want to give him his
No.
cards back. With Kenny, I was like, he might limp.
yeah.
Oh, Ryan.
Ryan, yeah, he's shoving the cut with sevens, and I like this.
What
like
are
A
the
little bit
effectives
less than
behind?
19 big blinds.
so,
What are the
And
effectives?
Mike
I think
has-
David covers, right?
Does the big blind cover?
I think so.
Mike has 15.
Easy fold there. ace four
David
off.
has
Yeah, he's 11.5 milli.
David has
Nice hand.
23,
Oh.
and he's shoving effective in a few spots, but I think it's the right way to play it. In that spot, I think I would actually be opening with any two with Elver in the big blind. And also the small blind, I believe it's David is playing tight. You could definitely be opening with complete juice there.
Oh, he looks frustrated, but hey, he won a pot, and that's nice.
So the
Yeah.
first good thing that's happened to him today.
Yeah. He has the.
He's been playing a lot of hands too. I think he came in with the right mentality of like, all right, I'm gonna mash this table and like play a whole bunch of hands, and he just has run into it a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Matt will be first to act.
How does Elver fold 10-10 there? We're getting a question
I
from
don't
John
know.
Sherrod. He has to know he's ahead. Maybe just doesn't want to flip for it.
Yeah. And I think it's actually less absurd than people think with the ICM, and especially like this isn't just ICM. Like this might be this guy's shot at one of his only shots at winning a large amount of money in poker. So like whatever. Like I'm not gonna fault it. And based on ICM, I literally don't think it's outrageously bad. I'm pretty sure it's definitely a get in, but like. If this spot's only going to happen once in your life, I mean.
And you want to pay jump a couple times.
Yeah.
That is a real thing. Like, look, if you are someone who plays like $60 dailies and stuff, and then you're at this table, like you literally can never win this much money. Like you'd have to win like 50 dailies this year,
We have an all-in
or
and a
you could just
call.
make a pay jump here.
Young has
I agree
pocket
completely.
Yeah.
nines.
Byung has Todd chips. He has 50 bigs. Around 40 or 50 bigs. And he's calling the 10 big blind shove onto the gun with nines, which is super standard.
Yeah, it's all pretty standard. Like the shove, like the call.
Six of spades.
Good luck to them.
Turn, please.
Not a good flop for Matt.
Seven of hearts. River, please.
Wow. And that's going to be a good game for Matt.
Yeah.
Thought he played well.
Same.
Young wins
Yeah,
with
good
a
game,
straight.
Matt. Definitely played
Oh, I
good.
hate watching the deflated feeling.
Yeah.
That look is like awful.
If any of you guys are feeling bad for Matt, you guys can tweet at him and say, hey, man, keep your head up.
You
At
played well.
Matt Schaffman. on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Nice $37,000 payday on a $500 tournament.
Yeah, it's great, and he'll feel better about it in a night or two.
Yeah, you always feel bad. Like that's why tournament poker is such like a, it's just like such a weird thing because you pretty much always feel bad at the end of the tournament. Like he
I
feels
just
awful
feel
right now.
like in a daze because I don't think of what I'm going to do past the tournament. I'm like so focused in the moment, and then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I don't get to sit here and play anymore.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
fright,
now I
yeah.
plan the next 5 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
Probably maybe at least 10,000 now.
Kenny will be first to act.
Is anyone currently grinding Bovada, even if you live in an area with a regulated market? At Kyle Mark Fly asks. I personally am not. No, thank you.
I don't know what that means.
Like if you live in New Jersey where you can play on Jersey sites, are you still also grinding Bovada?
No,
Are you not allowed to play
You need
Bovada?
to do shady stuff if you want to play Bovada. If
Yeah.
you live in New Jersey, like you have to have a different address somewhere else. You have to get your checks mailed elsewhere.
Yeah.
I've heard.
So I'm told.
No, but like there's a lot of action right now on New Jersey sites. Like the Garden State Super Series is going on.
Yeah, it's unfortunate though for Jersey people because Bovada is for the U.S. sites it's definitely popping off a bit. But no, we do not condone such things.
New Jersey sites also popping off.
It is.
Borgata, their
Tonight,
GPPPS,
G
GSSS.
multiple S's is
G
starting in
all the
13
S's.
minutes. It's a lot of stuff tonight. If anybody still plays Fixed Limit, which I wasn't really looking forward to, it's a good day for the live stream. There are a lot of people who love Limit. There's a big Limit buy-in today. There's 3 buy-in levels, and there's also a no limit 6 max rebuy, I think, tonight.
Well, what do you guys do if you're ace jack?
Hijack small blind.
Yeah.
McCallie shoved.
Let's get the timing tells though. The timing Mikhail is instantly all in.
And he
What
looks
else is
super happy right now.
Yeah, what
He's
else?
like, I got eggs. I ain't worried.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I would do honestly.
I feel he looks so strong. Like I'm folding this hand.
Yeah, he's definitely in the spot. Yeah, and like this is the spot where Byung is mashing. Like I mean, even if he loses the pot, he's still kind of in good spot. But it would definitely take some wind out of his sails. So I'm fine with folding.
Brian folds. Mike takes down the pot.
I wouldn't show. I don't
Yeah,
like
he's
showing
unsure.
just because like he's acting very different based on the strength of his hand.
Yeah, totally.
After he shoves.
Yeah. I'm sure Byung's happy about it, knowing that he was up against a strong hand. Even though he happened to be flipping, you know, the range that he was probably shoving there wasn't, given everything, wasn't wide.
At P. Kelly Shock says, just put my TV on mute after singing commenced. Aw. Sorry, guys.
No, that's good for
No,
us.
that's good. He put his
He-
TV,
TV
his
on an-
television
TV
on
on
mute.
mute.
Oh, I was thinking he's
No.
muting you guys.
No, we're not on
wow,
television.
I
don't
took that
think.
the wrong way.
I know.
Well, now you know how I feel about
Yeah,
your
I
singing.
was. Yeah, I didn't want to.
My bad.
Yeah, your bad is right. We have angelic-like voices, and we're both former altar servers who know the hymns well.
Mhm.
It's great.
At Joey DeMush said, "When the river meets the sea, please sing that one from Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas."
What?
I'm not familiar with that
I
one.
don't really know that one. Sounds like a hoot.
Mikhail folding the E7 Otter under the gun one.
I like it.
David folds. Action was Elmir. Fold. Young.
Oh, yeah, Byung having 10s on the button here as he
Yeah.
continues to mash. Oh, look at him smiling.
All in.
What's that?
Young declares all in.
That's like, it's like an exclamation point.
Wait, he just ripped?
Yep.
Brian folds.
That's
What's
weird.
effective here?
I can't.
I mean, the small blind had 9 mil, who was like a tight player.
So
Yeah, it's definitely a
Ace
spot where I'm
bigs.
going to be
I'm raise
opening and then
calling.
calling off.
Yeah.
Brian is now the button. Kenny is small blind. Brian is big blind.
I think that might be a spot though, honestly, where like with the small blind being tight, like he hasn't done anything. The small blind's done nothing. I might make that type of shove with like a topper portion of my range, just because I don't really want to ever induce him to be shoving with something else. So like say I had ace jack on the button, like that's a spot where I would always be raise calling. There, I honestly think I would just rip because I'm calling anyway, and I think by shoving, maybe
Like
you're
sixes
getting.
and sevens are gonna fold. And
Yeah, I mean, I think he would
get-
fold sixes and sevens anyway, but like maybe there's a chance that he heroes like folds nines, which I don't think would be absurd based on the stacks that are left. Just a small point to throw in there. So if he's thinking along those lines, like it might not be an outrageous rip by him. I mean, I'm raise calling all day, but if that's his thought process, I kind of like it.
He just has mountains.
Yeah.
What's it like to be
Yeah.
that guy right now? That's what I want to know.
He's laxed.
And he has to his left the type player with 9 mil.
Yeah, Brian really hasn't played a hand.
Yeah, Brian. Okay.
It's an interesting spot.
Yeah, I bet he doesn't shove. I mean,
I would
I
also
don't think
bet
he's
that he does
going
not
to
shove.
either.
Wouldn't mind seeing a shove.
so Kenny has 4 bigs. Seems
Kenny
like
has 4
seems like he
bigs.
can't breathe really. I gotta see. It seems like he's thinking about something here. I mean, I think Byung could have ripped, but I probably wouldn't have anyway. The only thing that is kind of unfortunate for him is Ryan's in the big blind.
Yeah, how much does he have
Which
right now?
he could be reshoving some hands for sure. And he has ace-4 suited. It's definitely a spot where I think you probably could just like shove. I don't know that I would.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hi.
Be young and be happy he did not shove.
Yeah, it saved him here for sure. But yeah, the more I think about it, it would be a really reasonable shove. I mean, he's shoving into one guy with 15 bigs and one guy, one aggressive big blind that has 18 bigs. You know, he has ace-4 suited. It's for sure a reasonable spot.
You just did a similar spot with 10s the hand before, right?
Yeah.
With similar stacks? One similar stack? Sure, Ryan's happy to win another pot.
Kenny is now the button. Ryan is small blind. Mike is big blind.
I hadn't noticed how short Kenny was. He has 4 bigs.
Yeah, 4 bigs. So like these guys really don't want to bust with Kenny
No,
still in the
definitely
mix.
not. I would not have folded. I would not have ripped Jack 10 suited with Kenny
Yeah,
and 4 bigs.
I would have been tempted though.
Yeah, definitely would have been tempted. Well, actually, Jamie, it looks like you were correct. It was the singing. The only person I didn't mute was Jamie Kerstetter. So, P. Kelly Shock did clarify that he did not enjoy the singing. Probably wasn't raised Catholic. I think that's probably what we have going on here.
Pyong in the hijack with Jack 9 suited. Can't imagine folding his hand. But he does fold.
I know you looked at me like,
Kenny's shoving the button with it's only about 3 bigs now.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's still 500K.
So almost 4.
Yeah. And it looks like it's gonna get through.
Yep. I don't blame him. Good luck, Kenny.
Kenny's all in for $1,875,000.
So he's getting a little bit better than 2-1, but with his stack, I don't think he can do it with the gay waiter.
Did you call it what? Gay waiter?
Yeah.
Oh, Queen 3. I've heard
Yeah.
that one before. Actually.
I think the only one of those hands that makes me laugh is the Jeffrey Dahmer.
What
Which
is
one
it?
that?
8 Jack.
Oh, that's really funny. I like that.
I never heard that.
It's gross.
That's good.
Dealer change.
Kenny takes it down. Really would have liked to see Young open with Jack 9 suited though. Or anything.
It's a nice little boost to his stack there.
Yeah. For sure.
Dealer change. Inspection of the deck.
Such high pressure moments for anyone really, and especially these guys playing for a lot of money. Some not as experienced as others.
Yeah. It's great though. Kenny's guaranteed 53K. That's awesome.
It's really awesome.
Mike is small blind. David is big blind. Elvira is first to act.
I'm really kind of disappointed at how good the play has been in this. Just because as a poker professional, you like to see poor play. And we really haven't seen too much of it. And this is a 4,000 player field, $500 event. Just showing you that poker is not what it once was by any stretch of the imagination.
The average no limit hold'em players worlds better now than it was
so
5-10 years ago.
And that's it. That's the real great point that Alex made. It's not necessarily that the better people are like that much better, like, or anything like that. Although, like, you know, they are, because time's gone on, people have gotten smarter and all that. It's really just that your average player isn't a complete fright fest like they were before.
Dallas Tyree says, pulling for my friend Ryan at Grind on Mine, watching the live feed from Fayetteville, North Carolina. So we got some fans in North Carolina
Nice.
now.
Shout out to North Carolina.
They have to have like the last 10 minutes where you actually got to win some hands. Didn't get coolered 4 times.
Beyond raises. 1.1. Actions on Kenny. Kenny folds. Ryan.
Young opening, under the gun 1 with ace queen. Ryan in the small blind. Oh no, Ryan on the button with pocket 5s. I wouldn't be doing anything here. I wouldn't be shoving. Just based on ICM and stuff, like it's just I would really be. He's not like, I mean, we can see his cards, but he's just not opening that wide.
I just had a flashback to Clue just now, and you said Ryan on the button with pocket 5s.
Oh. Good game. Just played it the other day.
It's a great game.
Played with my girlfriend and her 3 young nieces.
Nice.
Fun
Did you
game.
win? You punished them?
No, I was teamed up with her 6-year-old niece, and we punished the 12-year-old and Megan.
Nice.
Yeah, top boss, Clue player.
We need to have a games night. You live like 2 minutes away.
It's like 20, but
That's
yeah.
what old people do, is like have games night. We should do this.
Yeah, I'm down.
What do you guys do if you're Byung here?
I thought he would have called already, personally.
Yeah, I'm expecting a call.
Yeah, I mean,
His chip position is so good if he doesn't get into any of these tangles, though, that like
Yeah, I know,
I
that's-
don't like
that's what I'm
it. It's
thinking.
not cool.
I don't know what I would do. I would be. I don't know. It's so many chips. You know, it's a third of his stack. It's
Yeah.
a fright.
It's tough to fold because Ryan is so capable of having like ace 10, ace jack, and just YOLOing it in. But
Yeah.
like if it was someone like Kenny with this stack, I probably could fold ace queen.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just think you're just too likely to be ahead by a pretty decent amount.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish we had ICM lines right here. You know, what would it tell us?
He's calling.
Someone do it. Gags. Is Gags listening?
Let's put Gags to
someone,
work.
someone ICM-izer this with
See if ace queen's a good call.
his
Young-
range being ace 10 suited.
Byung does make the call,
Flop, please.
and good luck to them.
Flop. 8 of spades, 6 of spades, king of hearts.
This is gonna be interesting if Ryan doubles up.
Ace of spades.
Wow.
Spade
Does
though.
give
Spade
Ryan
though.
a spade draw.
Wow.
Wow, and that is a turn of
What a
things
run out.
for Ryan.
Yeah.
Hey, all you people who say internet RNGs are rigged,
Yeah.
this is just like that.
Yeah, I think live is way more rigged.
Live is totally rigged.
I lost. I lost in a PCA in the PCA 10K main event. I lost to a 1-outer, which I've pretty much never lost to online in anything significant. So I'm the one. This is me. Bitching about bad beats.
What a run out.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Ryan has had an awesome last 20 minutes of life.
Yes. It's a big swing.
Brian has doubled up with a flush.
It's probably worth 100K that pop, or more.
Yeah.
10 million. 11. 650,000. We draw for 11.
And look at Elver, he's annoyed.
Yeah.
He's
can't
like,
want-
I
he
just
wanted
lost
that pay
20K.
jump,
This
yeah.
is terrible.
Yeah. It's really nice when you're at a final table and you just get bust out, and it goes quick, and you're on the good side of things.
Yep. You're looking at a winter escape package from $169 a night. You get a $100 dining credit, free Wi-Fi, which I didn't think they did that. That's
Yeah,
pretty nice.
that's nice.
2 tickets to the comedy club and an overnight stay. It's a pretty good deal.
$169 a night. I wonder if that's telling of anything that would be going on in the
I don't know what
rooms.
you mean, Mark. Please
just
during this
explain.
escape.
Just
What-
169? I was expecting there would be a little more around
Yeah,
269.
Sick mind these Borgata people.
Oh, man. Keeping it classy.
Talking about room rates, Jamie.
I know. What do you think?
I know what you're
You guys are altar
insinuating.
boys. What else could you mean?
Oh, man. Young frowning, maybe for the first time all final table. He was due for a frown.
I'm wondering how bad that shove is with fives. I mean, I don't like it,
I
but
don't like
it's
it
who knows though? Like who really knows these answers? You know, it's such a weird thing.
Beyond folds, Brian. Folds, Kenny.
Someone knows.
Someone might know. I
When
don't
Byung
even know if
takes that
someone knows
long with ace queen, it's like, it makes me think that the shove can't possibly be that terrible.
Yeah, if he's tanking.
If he's thinking about it with ace queen,
But I think it's just kind of lighting money on fire a bit with the short stacks in play, you
is.
know. And like he
it's an
can,
ICM
and he has to be
mistake.
all in. Like just in general tournament strategy, it just sucks to be. It really is sucks to be all in, especially when these people that are left in are they're playing okay, but they're kind of withered compared to how good he is. Really, I think he can take less high variance spots.
I'm envisioning a time when we're talking about like what's your greatest fear, and Alex is like, that Megan will leave me and I'll be alone. I'm like, Bears, you're like being all in. I hate being all in. He said like
being
12
all in.
times. God, I hate being all in.
Yeah, I
I'm
really.
scared of being all in.
Yeah, I don't like it. Not when it means not when you're really trying to win the tournament. It's just like not
It
good.
does. It's a bummer, but I just love doubling up though. You can't double up unless you
Yeah,
get it
I
in
don't even
there.
really care about that.
You just want to still be in the
I just want
tournament.
to still be in. I want to be able to have a play.
Spade hit, yeah, I'm going to lose that one.
Joseph Liberta saying he thinks that ace queen was a ICM fold.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I would like someone to put in the
He said
ICM
pretty
Iser.
sure. Pretty
Yeah.
sure.
The ICM Iser, let's give him a range of ace 10 suited, ace jack off, but I mean king queen off, and any pair.
Yeah.
Let's give him that range. If someone could do that, that would be greatly appreciated. But I still don't even trust those math things fully because like there's so many more intangibles. Like they're playing against people that like are super scared. He can really just open a lot of hands and just, you know, that's why like these math things.
That's
I
why
think are
the ICM tools have limitations, and a couple of them are they don't account for skill differential and they don't account for like blinds going up in a certain time in a minute or whatever. So like sometimes it just gives you an answer that's like completely wrong.
right.
You have to like really. That's why live poker's kind of cool. Like there's so many more variables that you have to consider.
Yeah. I don't like the call here with threes by David. I think I would just fold the hand. Not certain about it still, but what's Elver's stack? Do we know that?
Nope.
I mean, Elver's getting
small.
Yeah, Elver's getting kind of short as well. I think it's just a fold. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree.
But if you don't fold, I think you should just shove. Now this is like kind of awkward.
Putting in more than a quarter of your stack without really having a plan, it's tough.
Yeah.
Especially Byung in the big blinds.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do if I was young. I would have no idea what David has. You know, like a lot of players would just be completely nutted when they're flatting. Although you would probably think that he's not, based on that he's playing a little bit scared.
That being said, Dave's actually in pretty good shape
Yeah, he's in
here.
great shape. That's the best shape as you can be in with threes,
Yep.
except against twos. I think Kenny's getting there.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's big. Oh, Kenny looks. David looks confident. I don't know.
Seven of diamonds.
Yeah. Ace of spade on the turn.
How about the 8 of hearts?
Yeah, that would be. That would be a nice sweat.
5.
A 4 will chop it,
Come on, baby.
and an ace will give him the outright win.
Wow.
And then we chopped it.
Wow.
Straight.
Kenny is thrilled to be chopping the pot, as I would be.
Oh, yeah. Good for him.
David and Kenny chop the pot with a
Nice
straight.
hand.
Dave, I love you, buddy.
It's all right. It's a good thing, man. I still made a little bit.
Not for you.
It'd be too quiet on this table.
With that,
It'd be too quiet on this table.
Joe McKeon
you missed me.
saying I'd be snapping ace queen
Sit on the side and stay and hang around.
and raising more in this spot. I agree with the raising more for sure.
To be a spectator, right? You don't want to be a spectator. you
Listen,
wanna
I would pay to have Kevin come back from yesterday. I hope you're watching, Kev.
Kenny Levine
Totally happy.
survives
The big dude.
his all in
He was hilarious.
by chopping with the 3-3.
I feel bad I
That
set
was
that on him.
Kenny right now is talking about Kevin. He's so effing sick on party, but he has like the best personality. Everyone who plays with him is always just like, oh, I miss that guy. He's like this big jolly dude. He ended up final table bubbling it.
Oh.
Kenny declares all in.
Kenny is all in. Onto the gun.
Ryan folds.
Oh, this is like okay.
Mike raises.
This is unfortunate.
Oh, this is very unfortunate for Kenny
Let
here.
me see a queen's
And his
folded.
queen's dead too.
Got hard.
David folds. Elvira folds.
Interesting, but I don't really think that there's that much to think about when it goes all in, insta all in.
Yeah, I would be folding here.
It still is only. It's still 500K. Never mind. It's still 14 bigs.
Mike has a real hand, obviously, and he
15.
still looked really nervous when Byung said how much. He doesn't want to get called by a pair.
These are pretty massive pay jumps in general,
750,000.
let alone for these guys. And just big money on the line. And if Byung calls, Macau's at risk. Looks like Ryan Iroquois a little bit.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. It's crazy. The difference between 7th and 5th is pretty much almost double your money. I mean, that's a big deal. Seventh place being 52K, fifth
Yeah.
place being 96K, and then the jumps just get real
And the
crazy.
jumps, just for the fact that it's a $500 tournament and there's like 20K jumps and stuff, is just insane. For most, like, if you look at circuit events for WSOP, like, first will be 20K or whatever,
Right.
these 500 and 300s.
Right. So okay. So the live payouts are definitely much more top heavy. So in regarding ICM, I guess that it's that means that you can be a little bit more liberal. Wow.
Wow.
So
It's a good flop in a very
Macau
good
Yes.
turn.
Macau has 3 outs.
Of clubs.
Getting doubles again.
Queen.
Yeah.
Smith.
Kenny doubles again. Nothing either one of them can do there. Pretty much put itself.
Mm-hmm.
But like so with the ICM, like online, it's a much flatter pay structure. I'm pretty sure what that would mean in terms of dollars and cents and percentages and all that is that you could play a little bit more for the win because it's so top heavy.
I
that's
think it
just a
might mean
guess.
I think it's the opposite. It rewards you being in the tournament longer
Because
and not
the-
taking a risk when it's like very top heavy. Because think about in a satellite when it's all flat. That's when there's not ICM implications. When first through fifth is the same prize, you have to play really tight. So when first is a huge prize and second is a smaller prize, you have to play. Wait,
I don't know.
now I'm
I
confusing
really
myself.
I don't know. I do not know.
I'm like,
Alex, you got any opinion on this?
help.
So it's just what I'm saying is that so this is like these live payouts are much different than online standard payouts. Like Stars payouts, it's not. It won't look anything like this really. Since first it's so top heavy, is that more of a reason to throw ICM out the window and play
Yeah,
more.
you're definitely right. Because if it was winner take all, then like the more winner take all ish it is, the looser you have to play. So if it's very top heavy, then you do have to play more hands.
Yeah, I don't like ICM though. It makes my head hurt overall. If you could just play poker.
It's really weird. It was like ICM is really strange. I feel like you don't need to really even know the definition of it to like incorporate it in your game anyway.
Yeah.
But for me, I like doing some work with it. I was like, wow, playing tight is so important at final tables. Like, just because every time you're witnessing a big all-in, you're making money by not risking anything. You're just sitting and watching it and making money.
Yeah, and I also feel like back in the day, I just didn't disregarded it always and all, but always just
You
like.
didn't though. I'm sure you were making decisions based
I
on
don't
it
know,
without
dude.
like.
I don't know.
You were always just doing chip EV. You're like, if you're 51%, you want to be in there.
I mean, I was just playing to win. You know, it wasn't really anything about math or anything. I was just always playing to win. I mean, poker was so much softer though back then. Like back in 2000, and I say this all the time. The biggest difference between poker then and poker now is that like if you were deep in 2008, if I was deep in like a Sunday major in 2008 with like 50 to 100 left, I'm like, all right, I'm probably gonna win. I'm probably gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, like I really thought that like confident that I would win, and a lot of times it would work out. And now it's just like, no, that is just not the case at all. Like I've had so many more, you know, fifths to nines than first before, and I think that's really where all our edge is getting taken out of, is people aren't just willing to get bulldozed.
But even though you're not like calculating ICM, you're like fear of being all in. You're like hate of being all in. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, no, now
you know?
I absolutely agree with what you're saying, especially now, like when I'm doing it not based on math, but just on like instincts and that type of thing. So Oliver won a pot opening with ace-10 off. Good to see that he's not just completely knitting.
David folds, Oliver folds. Folds the button.
Brian's in a bit of an awkward spot here. Oh, I guess maybe not so much. Wow, he snap folded. He had the button with 7.7 million, which is 13 big blinds, and I think he's about the shortest stack to his left. Oh no, maybe he's not. To his left, Kenny is he has 6.8 million, similar stack, and then I forget this guy's name. Mike is probably the shortest stack. I don't know. What would you guys do there with ace-4 off, 13 big blinds in the button? It's tough.
It's a weird spot.
With his image, I definitely think I would at least raise.
Yeah, my standard would be
That's
to
what I was
open.
deciding between opening or shoving.
Yeah, my
I
standard
don't
would be
know.
to open.
Cards are going out.
Yeah, I think I'd probably be in my head a bit about the big blind being aggro, and I might just rip because I wouldn't want to get shoved on. But I think opening is probably better. Because I don't think with his image, he's been playing so tight that like shoving a bad hand on him would probably seem suicidal.
Folds, Oliver folds.
Young is really not liking his situation now compared to what it was 10 minutes ago. He really had the whole table covered by a lot. Now, you know, he's got some stacks that could severely damage his tournament.
Johnny Drama plays on the New Jersey sites. Mike says, do you think the chip lead he would have had if he won the ace-queen versus fives hand factored into the call? I think, yeah. I mean, you could mash the rest of the tournament if you win that flip, and also you're eliminating arguably the best player at the table.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you consider those things, then you also have to consider doubling up one of the best players at the table and having him on your left. And I think that's why the ace-queen was a tank call, not like a snap high-five call.
Yeah.
He has to think this all through.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
And it looks like we're taking a break, 15-minute break.
Master collects antes. Blind cards are going out.
Maybe
Actions
not.
of
Slow roll.
Andy Frankenberger saying, imagine only one payout and no deals. Aggro is best. Same
Yeah.
top heavy.
Yeah, that's
Makes sense.
Makes sense. I don't know that I completely agree.
Yeah.
Anybody wants.
Maybe though. I don't
It's
know.
tough though, 'cause it's like if it changes everything. It's not winner take all. It's top heavy toward
Yeah.
the top
Yeah.
3-4 spots really.
Alright, fold.
So then like you have to consider. I don't know.
Yeah. I wouldn't have shoved the 5s though.
No,
That's,
I think
that's
that
what I'll say.
probably would not have shoved
Small
either.
blind folds.
Ryan opening.
Ryan takes it down.
Elvira eating banana.
Button moves to Mike. David is a small blind, over is the big blind. 300, 600, 58.
Well, as you can see, we have Mike has 5 big blinds now in a pretty dire spot. Kenny grinded his 3 big blinds back up to 11.
This could have been a much quicker final table than it has been.
Cards are out beyond his first act.
Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, just send them our way and hashtag Borgata Poker Live, and we'll try to answer as best we
Fold
can.
over to Kenny.
Kenny in the hijack with ace-5 utter. Open. Nice, Kenny.
And we have one comment from John Borenstein. Can you say, "It's me, John, on the live stream. I'm jealous of Johnny Drama, New Jersey." So these are the comments we're going to be getting now. Thanks, John.
25.
We wouldn't get the comments if you didn't respond
Oh,
to them.
excuse me. Never mind.
So Kenny's opening off of his a little bit more than 10 big blind stack, about 11 big blinds. I think he started the hand with ace-5 off. I'm sure most people would not like this. I like it. Kind of.
Yeah, I think I'm in the category of not liking it.
2.5 million. Folds over to Elver.
Elver's in the big.
Ryan 3-bet
Yeah, I really think this is getting through so much.
his open.
Yeah, I think it's getting through so much, and I like what's the big difference from having 7 million to
11 to 9 bigs.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
that it's a big difference.
Unless the blinds are going up soon, and then it is.
I think they are going up.
Is-
soon.
Yeah,
I
then,
never
then
even-
all of a sudden you're going to be in like 5 and 6 big blind territory, and that's vastly different from having 8 big blinds.
Yeah, I've honestly never thought about that. I don't think ever in my life, like thinking about like the blinds going up, and maybe I should.
Maybe you should a little bit.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Kenny that I like it.
You like Ryan's 3-bet?
Folds and Ryan
Dude,
takes
I
it.
don't know. I mean,
I don't know about it.
I don't know. It's a.
I mean, we see the card, so like we know he has
Yeah.
the best hand, and he's 3-betting and getting a worse hand to fold. But
Yeah, I mean, it's still 6 million that he's got to
yeah.
be getting in here.
against Kenny's 11 big blind opening range, I think I'm
Yeah.
just pitching ace-10 into the
Yeah.
muff.
Are you really?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, he's been playing with them longer than we have.
And
been,
he's
too.
been like he did go through a period of not playing very many hands, but when it's because he had no chips.
But
But
when he, had chips,
did
was,
have
like,
chips, he
limping
was
and-
limping and he opened King Jack. Like he was definitely looser than the other players at the table. I don't think I'm pitching ace 10.
I
I'm
mean, then
50-50.
I mean, you're gonna end up 3-bet calling, right?
Yeah,
though?
I'll 3-bet call.
Start with Brian.
I mean, you could read him.
Mm-hmm.
I think on the surface it seems a little thin, but maybe when you think about the things that you were saying, maybe is closer to a 3-bet call.
Yeah, he
than
seems
I
like a
thought.
guy who likes a lot of hands.
Oh, was that Ken? Oh, yeah.
Kenny,
yeah. Yeah, he opened ace-5 in the hijack with
Yeah.
11 bigs.
Ryan takes flips, puts in a raise.
I wouldn't hate Ryan opening anything here at all.
And a re-raise. David goes all in.
That's got to be a very real hand. Our card reader's
Elver
off,
folds.
but
BM
just with
folds.
the speed that he
over
reshipped, it
Ryan.
looks like a big hand
Folds.
to me.
Do we have raise
Mike.
all in, all in?
Yeah,
Mike calls.
wouldn't
all
be
in.
surprised if David had kings or something.
David shows pocket eights. Eight of spades, eight of clubs.
Or eights?
Mike.
Eights is a big hand. Ants,
Who's-
pocket ants.
Who's David? David.
David is the man. David Hom, the power
Yeah,
plant
why
operator.
don't we see it? We just didn't see it.
Smashed.
Wow. Is it red ant on the flop?
Red ant.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that he got it in as quickly as he did with eights, you know?
It looked way
Yes.
stronger, right? He
Yeah.
was like pumped about it.
We didn't even get to see,
Definitely looked like Jack's plus.
Yeah.
Just
We didn't get
without
to
seeing whole cards.
we didn't get to see,
Well, he was getting into it with a set. He knew it. So he's like,
Well,
I have a
that's
set
true.
of eights.
Yeah, and even if
On a 4-liner, though.
Yeah.
Did he know about the 4-liner?
yeah.
I don't know if he knew about it yet.
But if David was to lose that hand but still beat Mike in the pot, he would have ended up getting 6th and not 7th. So there's definitely something to be said for that.
Mike played pretty well.
Yeah, I thought he played
Well
well.
earned 50K.
Good game, Mike, and congrats on your $52,000 score.
Good game, Mike. Good yo, Mike. Good job, man.
Hey, this double up brings us down to 6 players. You can't spread out, guys. You can't spread out.
Claudia Yu says, please give a shout out to my big brother Byung Yu. Win big. The family's watching. We love you. That's cute.
Oh.
And actually, Daniel Yu works for Party Poker, and that's his cousin.
Oh.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I was like, action will start with Kenny.
Good.
I sweat it out. Sweat it.
If it was me, I would have pulled something.
Kenny folds, Ryan folds. Open to David. Folds to the button.
Alvar dealt the ace queen O with 16
Alvar
big
raises.
blinds. Interested to see what he does. He just opens.
1.3
It says
million,
he's the button, but he's not.
Yeah,
Oh no,
folds
he
on
is.
the
He is the
small blind.
button.
Brian
So,
on the
yeah.
big blind.
Yeah, 1.3.
Brian really knitting.
Oh, Albert takes it
Not
down.
that he's been dealt a lot of hands that I think I would be playing, but his image has to be good. Alvar takes it down.
Button moves to beyond. Brian and Kenny are the blinds.
Six left. Everyone guaranteed at least 74K about.
That's awesome.
It's huge for 500.
Cards are out. Action is
Ryan
Brian.
Jones has to be the big favorite here,
Yeah.
based on how he's playing in his chips.
Folds
Yeah, I
over
like
David.
the side.
I mean, it's tough to root against Ryan. He's the most experienced. I think Byung and David both have played well, too.
David's raises. $1.25 million. 1,250,000.
Ace queen versus ace queen suited. We would imagine that we would be seeing an all-in from Elver. Although we did see him fold those tens to an
He
all-in.
did.
I would like to
before.
see an
He did
all-in.
go all in.
Okay.
Good.
But I think that there's only really the
Beyond
one
folds.
other significantly shorter stack
Over to Brian on
being
the
in
small
Brian.
blind. Folds. Kenny.
So try willing to. Oh no, and Kenny too.
Not even
Two shorter
close.
stack.
Folds. Action back to David.
I mean, this is a big decision for David. I mean,
It is. I
it's-
don't think that Elver is shoving worse. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if he folds ace jack. He might
Yeah.
fold ace jack. He's been so tight.
He's been very tight.
You could tell that Elver was thinking a bit though. You could tell that it wasn't an insta all in.
Mhm.
For what it's worth.
Yeah. You kind of reach a point too where all the players are happy, and he makes a big fold, really big
Takes
fold.
down the pot.
Reach a point where the players are happy with the
Yeah.
money that they've locked up, and then they start really playing poker.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you might see that with Elver when there's a lot of money locked up now, where they start playing for the win when they were playing for pay jumps before.
Ryan is the
Yeah.
big
What do you guys think about David's fold?
I don't hate it against Elver specifically.
I think it's probably a decent fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Ace deuce.
Wow, that was.
Yeah, but that was listen, I was short stack.
That's
and
true.
I didn't see it. That was the best hand I saw. And
Wow, we're gonna need a little depth of that.
yeah, well, absolutely. I'm not trying to fight.
No, I don't want to. Yeah, but
Alright,
gonna.
cards are out.
No, I just.
Action over to David.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Keep going. I got you down there not doing it.
I don't want to get into too.
Would you?
Kicking you with my ass.
David folds. Over folds, over the blind. Young.
Yeah, I would like to see Byung open this hand. He seems a little bit gun shy after. I think he might have got shoved on once, and then he lost that big flip.
Yeah, pressing a raise. 1.2 million.
I would still be opening though.
Definitely look you up.
Brian folds. Kenny on the small blind. Folds.
Ryan in the big.
Giving it some thought.
24 KOs. But I got robbed.
Looks like he's reaching for chips.
He might be shooting.
He's unaware that he's raising for value right now.
Yeah.
Puts in a re-raise.
He's probably making like 3 mil.
2.8 million.
It's
I
kind
mean-
of small
Yeah, I size my 3-bets at a position a little bit bigger than that, personally.
because they're both a little bit deeper now.
Yeah.
You don't
They're-
want to
they're
get
one- they're
flatted when
1-2
you have a
chips,
hand like
right?
this.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to get flatted and have to play eight high out of position.
I definitely like where Ryan's mind is, though,
Mhm.
as far as his awareness on Byung's late position opening tendencies.
Yeah, I think this is a point where Byung really has to take a stand, and I mean, I think it's kind of obvious that he's shooting him up light. I don't know. I wouldn't be having this.
It'd be interesting to see if we go from 0 light 3-bets to light 3-bet, light 4-bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just don't necessarily on the surface hate Ryan's sizing, but if you really want to put Byung in a spot where he has to shove or fold, that's why I would like bigger.
Yeah.
Because now, you know, he can click. He can definitely click.
It looks like that's what he's doing.
Yeah, makes the call for 2.8 million. We're going to see a
Well,
flop.
they're
Wow.
seeing a flop.
Oh, and he flatted.
Byung is
Yeah.
going right to the streets.
I would prefer just 4 betting the hand.
King of
Okay.
diamonds, 10 of
Oh,
clubs,
the
9 of
Ocho.
diamonds. Ryan is first act.
It's going to be a pretty interesting
If
hand
I'm
to watch
Ryan,
see how it plays
this
out.
flop does not make me happy because when I'm seeing a raise and then a flat of my 3-bet, that should smash my range. Like I should
Correct.
have 8s, 9s, or 10s. I could have Queen Jack.
10-9
Can
suited,
have 10-9
8-9
suited. Yes, hands like this flop should smash my entire range when I flat that 3-bet.
It's just awkward though, because I don't know what Ryan's planning on doing, given that he did flop a piece.
Mhm.
What's he doing? Is he check folding? I guess
has
he's check
checked.
folding.
3 of hearts on the turn.
Byung decides
And Byung
to
snap checks back.
take it for one. It's
Which
interesting.
I think Byung needs to bet there. I think he needs to realize that this is supposed to have smashed him even harder than it has.
I would like to see a little more thought
Yeah.
involved
Yeah, I
before,
agree with
before the
that.
snap check.
I mean, this is definitely a board that Ryan could be check ripping on with a lot of hands. So I think that there is definitely something to think about in terms of betting or not. But like his hand is bad enough where I think bet folding is totally fine. You know, like it's not like he has I don't know, something better. Like maybe King Jack is significantly better in the spot where if you're bet folding, you're like, "Brr, that's a
Yeah,
bit."
you hate it because you've so much.
Yeah,
like,
but now
equity.
you kind of have like your hand's not that good. And now what's he gonna do?
And it looks like he's betting 3 million.
Yeah, and I mean, definitely, I think Ryan could be just check folding this flop a lot, given everything that's happened, having a hand like Ace King or
That's why I
whatever.
really think if I'm Byung, I'm c-betting a healthy amount on the flop just because it's supposed to have hit my range way harder than an out of position 3-bet. Wow, this hand is super bossy. Where did this come from?
I have no idea. They ate their Wheaties on break.
Seriously. This is
wasn't-
awesome.
Yeah, and at this point, I think it's
Wow,
it would
yes.
be much better to raise than call.
Yeah,
Even
he
though his
can't
stack's
call.
awkward, but I mean,
He restacked them.
Come on, man.
6.8.
It's tough. Pull the
6.8
trigger here,
million.
man.
Yeah, I think he's gonna end up folding.
It's
Yeah.
really hard to pull the
It's
trigger. You have these
super
other
hard.
people totally
Yeah.
outstacked. You're like giving away money when you're wrong.
They're 1-2 in chips, and there really hasn't been anyone getting at a line at all, really,
Yep.
at this final table.
Do it. 6.8,
This
bro.
is the spot you were talking about where you have a mind coach being like, you know you want to do it. Just do it. Don't
Yeah.
pass up a spot that you know you want to take.
Yeah, you're still in the tournament. I mean, he's not all in. You're still in the tournament if you do this.
Wow.
This is awesome.
I don't think he's going to though. I think the time has come and gone.
Yeah, I think a few seconds ago it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
and- Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Byung makes the call.
He
Oh, he
called?
called.
This is awkward.
I thought those were raising chips.
I mean, I think Byung's gonna win the pot though.
River is the ace
No.
of clubs.
No, I don't think.
I'm pretty sure Ryan wins now.
Yeah.
Ryan
This is
immediately.
Wow.
been a
All right. Well,
very
he's gonna.
weird
Yeah, he's
hand.
gonna lose. He's not check calling. I doubt. He just can't.
Wow.
Nice hand, Byung.
I think
Yeah.
Ryan's big mistake in this hand was not c-betting. I'm sorry. What? I'm like having a brain.
Byung,
fart.
you're saying? You're saying
Yeah, I'm
Byung
saying
should have
Byung.
c-bet?
No, not c-bet. Yeah, I'm saying Young. He's winning this pot anyway, but it's mostly the run out that's doing it for him.
Yeah, I think this could have been played millions
all
of
in.
different ways.
Yeah.
Wow, he
pre-flop.
moves all in. Look at the
Wow,
heart
this
on
is
this
so
guy.
crazy.
Wow, that answers. Gotta give him. Gotta give him.
Wow.
Gotta give him credit for being all in.
Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome. Jeez. He really gives 0 Fs.
Dude, this is intense, man. These are
Wow.
players that are playing for a lot of money and 1-2 in chips.
This
they
is
have
so hard for Ryan. Like,
they have 8
He can
5
beat
and
king
7
jack.
5.
He can
Yeah.
beat king
Four-
jack.
three
He could
bet
beat some sort of diamonds.
yeah.
But the thing is, I think if you're Ryan, you got to be thinking of, like, is there hands that he's bluffing with that is beating me? Like, I don't know, like maybe like 9-7 or something like
yeah,
that.
that'd be
8-7.
I mean, I'd be very surprised to see Ryan
Or
call
8-7
here.
something.
4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11,
This is actually quite entertaining to watch.
This hand's awesome. My
12 million.
one thing with this is that I think that a bet smaller than all in would accomplish the same thing, though.
425,000.
I don't know. I don't
Possibly.
think
Maybe
I
this
don't
would
think
be
I would have
level,
shoved
level,
this.
level.
I'd be scared.
He'd be scared. Yeah, but I
You don't like
think he
going
could
all
have. I don't think he
I
needs to
give
go
him a
all
lot
in.
of credit.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I give him
think-
credit though. I give him credit
I
for
mean,
doing
it's
it.
super ballsy. I think he could have bet 6 million, accomplished the same thing, and still been in the tournament by a little shred.
I mean, in this particular hand, yeah, but I mean, I guess it could be different if Ryan had something different.
Yeah.
You know, if Ryan had
Exactly. We're seeing the
even though
card.
it probably shouldn't make a big a
If-
difference.
If I'm hearing Ryan correctly, I think he's posturing. I think he said, "What do you have, Ace 9?" So I think he's posturing before fold,
Mhm.
given that he 3-bet 8-5 and maybe doesn't. He's trying to act like he has
He's
a big
folding now.
decision. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna fold. But yeah, I mean, the only hands that really make sense are like something like Ace 8 or Ace 9 or Ace 10 or he just flopped it like Queen Jack. You know, I would be willing to bet if Jung was holding Ace Jack and somehow got to the river that all in wouldn't be his bet if he was betting.
No, that's what I mean. This looks. I feel like Ryan is considering a call because of the all in looks like a bluff, and there's so many draws that missed.
Oh, what is he putting Byung on? 7s?
When Byung flats, I
King
just
Jack,
feel
yeah,
like
it's
King
not set,
Jack,
yeah.
like King Jack is in his range. There's like, I don't know. This would be like a really ridiculously good call, but
Wow.
God, how barely are you though? If you're
Well,
beyond.
I see. This is why I need a meditation breathing coach, because I would be. I would have to. You ever see when Phil Locke is in a tank? He has to put his head down after a while.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
me. I'd be like, I wouldn't be able to keep my composure here.
I
On-
definitely wouldn't be
online,
trying to make eye contact.
No, I wouldn't even know.
What a boss. This hand's awesome.
Yeah, it is, man. If this guy calls, I'm gonna go shake his hand personally.
It's such a sick shove too, because Ryan still has 10 million left if he makes this hero call, and like,
So sick.
and he doesn't even know how heroic this call has to be. Like, he
Oh,
might have had a
he-
10.
He
You know,
has
like,
to know.
I'm saying, I don't think Byung realizes what he's being tanked with
Oh
right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think actually he mouthed, if my eyes are not failing me, I think he said, "I just have an 8."
It's the part where you're just,
That's sick.
guys, being a nit is so much cooler. You never have to be in the spot.
Yeah. Listen to Jamie.
Whoa, he almost folded just now.
He wants to call so
Wow.
bad.
Oh my God, I'd be so barely if I was
He
beyond.
wants
He
to
could just like
call
throw
so
in
bad.
one chip and it would be a call.
And
Yeah.
I tip my cap to him. His instincts
Right.
are
Are
screaming
incredible
call.
right
Yeah.
now.
Takes it down with an all-in bet.
Wow. Nice hand to watch.
I want to watch it again. Can we just skip the rest of the stream and just
Just
dissect
turn the
that
lights off and watch that one again.
while you guys sing hymns
Yeah.
to me?
Mm.
Zero coming in, Brian is a small blind, big is a big blind, 300.
I knew my silk briefs would come in handy. I'm not bluffing him next time I play with that guy. I've definitely
Oh my
played with him
God,
before.
seriously.
Nope. 0 bluffs.
But I may value bet like third pair.
Oh, for sure. I might shove third pair for
Yeah.
value.
Yeah, it's not fun seeing that you are bluffed on a live stream. or
Oh my
something.
God,
It happened
Poker
to-
Night in America. It's all I'll be watching next week.